Most people are self-conscious about their bodies at one point or another. Whether we have acne or a bad hair day, it's easy to be critical when looking in the mirror. But some people have truly exceptional body parts that defy the rest of humanity. Today, we're looking at the world's longest body parts. With a length of 10.1 centimeters, Nick Stobarel holds the Guinness World Record for the longest tongue. "I'm not only able to lick my nose, but also my elbow," says 30-year-old Stobarel from California. "The only downside is I have to spend longer brushing my tongue in the morning." However, Nick believes that his upbringing has something to do with his prodigious tongue. His dad was a huge Kiss fan, and Nick used to do impressions of Gene Simmons, who famously had a freakishly long tongue. These days, Nick is a comedian and musician. According to his YouTube channel, "I use my tongue to create extremely unique and provocative works of art. I love painting, singing, comedy, and creative people. Tongue show is my way of sharing my talents." This world record belongs to a group of people, rather than an individual. Women of the Kayan-Lawi tribe of Thailand and Myanmar are well known for wearing neck rings, brass coils that are placed around their neck, appearing to lengthen it. Girls first start to wear rings when they are around 5 years old. Over the years, the coil is replaced by a longer one, and more turns are added. The weight of the brass pushes the collarbone down and compresses the rib cage. The longest neck ever recorded in this tribe was 19.7 centimeters, doubling the average length. By the time they are 45, most women have 32 coils, with a total weight of 15 kilograms. The longest nose on a living person measures 8.8 centimeters from the bridge to the tip and belongs to Mehmet Öztürk, who hails from Turkey. Mehmet's magnificent nose was measured in 2010 on the set of TV show Lo Shoid de Record in Rome, Italy, where Mehmet resides. The 71-year-old first had his nose measured at a longest nose contest in Turkey. This was the moment he knew that he had an exceptional facial feature. A 30-year-old man who can fit a soft drink can sideways in his flexible mouth won the world's widest mouth title at the Big Mouth competition back in 2010. Francisco Domingo Joaquim from Angola was discovered on YouTube by researchers for the Guinness Book of World Records. They spent 2 years tracking him down, UK media reports. Joaquim, whose mouth is 17 centimeters wide, shot to stardom on the streets of Luanda, the capital of Angola, performing jaw-dropping tricks. He since has appeared on an Italian TV show, popping a can in and out of his mouth 14 times in 1 minute. Contestants crammed their cake holes with a whole host of items, including saucers, coffee cups, and beer bottles, but nobody's mouth could beat Francisco and his can of Coke. Joaquim said it was a dream come true to be honored by Guinness World Records. Ever wondered who holds the record for the world's largest feet and what size shoes that person sports? As it turns out, Guinness World Records keeps track of this stat. The current record for the world's largest feet is held by 22-year-old Jason Orlando Rodriguez Hernandez of Venezuela. Hernandez, an avid basketball player, says he's had trouble finding shoes that fit since childhood. "Finding shoes in my size was never easy. I already struggled to find my size when I was 16 years old. Guinness World Records made me appreciate myself more, especially the value of the size of my feet," he said. "Today, I'm proud to have the biggest feet on Earth." Unbelievably, his right foot measured 40.1 centimeters, and his left foot reached 39.6 centimeters. As a prize for winning the award, Hernandez was able to travel to Germany to meet with a special shoemaker who would make him custom shoes. The 5,000-mile journey was his first outside of the country. The average human male measures about 5 feet and 9 inches tall. It only takes a few inches to stand out from the pack, with relatively few men crossing the threshold above 6 feet tall, let alone 7 feet. So imagine being Sultan Kosen of Turkey, the tallest living man, who measures an astounding 8 feet and 3 inches tall. However, because of his massive stature, he holds several world records, including world's largest hands. These hands in question measure 28.5 centimeters, from the wrist to the tip of the middle finger. Walter Hudson of Hempstead, New York, is the holder of the Guinness World Record for the largest waist. It measured 277 centimeters in 1987, when he was at his peak weight of 1,197 pounds. Hudson describes his average daily diet as consisting of 2 boxes of sausages, 1 pound of bacon, 12 eggs, a loaf of bread, 4 hamburgers and 4 double cheeseburgers, 5 large portions of fries, 3 ham steaks or 2 chickens, 4 baked potatoes, 4 sweet potatoes, most of a large cake, and additional snacks. He also drank an average of 7 liters of soda every day. Hudson was considered to be the 4th most obese man in medical history and tragically passed away when he was only 47 years old. Sridhar Chalal of Pune, India, started to let the fingernails on his left hand grow when he was 14 after being told off by a teacher for accidentally breaking his long nail, according to Guinness World Records. In parts of India, growing one long nail has traditionally been viewed as a status symbol to show that the person doesn't need to participate in manual labor. The accident earned Chalal a scolding and the admonition that he didn't understand how important the nail was because he never had committed to anything. That rebuke would have long-lasting effects. Chalal decided to grow out his own nails, leading to decades of tending and protecting the nails on his left hand, though he kept his right hand's nails trimmed. I don't know whether the teacher is dead now or not, but I would definitely like to say that the thing for which you scolded me, I took it as a challenge, and I have completed the challenge. And now I am here, Chalal told Sky News. When last measured, his nails had a combined length of 909.6 centimeters, about the same length as a London bus. He's now 82, and he holds the record for the longest fingernails on a single hand. In 2018, Chalal flew to the US and had his nails cut off using a small circular saw at a ceremony in New York. The Ripley's Believe It or Not museum in Times Square has put them on display. The technician was forced to use a rotary tool to cut off the massive lengths of keratin. Harnam Kaur holds the Guinness World Record for being the youngest woman to grow a full beard. Her record citation reads, "Now with a beard measuring as long as 6 inches in places, she overcame years of bullying to take ownership of her appearance and achieved this record title at the age of 24 years, 282 days. At one time in her life, Harnam became so self-conscious that she refused to leave her house, except to go to lessons. And at her lowest point, she began self-harming and even considered taking her own life. Born on November 29, 1990, Harnam first started to notice that she was growing facial hair at the age of 11. She was then diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome at the age of 12, a condition that means she has much more testosterone than most women, which causes hair to grow. She called the honor absolutely humbling and said she hopes it would help empower her message that women can be and look how they want. While many mustaches are small and don't go far beyond the upper lip, other mustaches can be the focal point of a man's face. In fact, the longest mustache in the world measures a whopping 14 feet long. That long mustache belongs to Ram Singh Chauhan of India. He set the Guinness World Record for the longest mustache when his impressive chops were officially measured in 2010 on a television show called Lo Show dei Record in Rome, Italy. How did he grow such a long mustache? Obviously, not shaving really helps. Chauhan claims that he hasn't trimmed his mustache in over 32 years. Today, Chauhan spends about 2 hours every day grooming his most prized possession. He explained he has been growing it since 1970 and was awarded the title in 2010. He has not been beaten since.